Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. There is something that you can be doing that is so simple. It's almost too simple, but doing this one simple thing a couple of times a day, maybe first thing in the morning, or just making it a part of your life can really change your life for the better, like really make a big difference. It's been scientifically proven. What am I talking about? Gratitude, being grateful. I know it sounds kind of cheesy. I know you might think, woo woo, okay. It actually works. And it has, again, been scientifically proven, lots of research behind it. She's going to tell us all about it. She helps people change their lives all the time through many different modalities, including hypnotherapy. And you can find her at myquantumheal.com. And she is Dr. Cecilia Cervantes, and she's back with us. Cecilia, welcome. How are you doing?
Doing great. Having a wonderful day.
You said the word great, so you're grateful.
I'm very grateful.
I'm grateful for you because we've done a session or two before and I've noticed a change. And that session wasn't even involving gratefulness, but tell us why being grateful really is a game changer in making you feel better and making your life that much better.
Well, it puts you into a positive mood. And when you're in a positive mood, you have these good hormones and chemicals in your body that such as dopamine, which is the happy hormone. It's the happy chemical that makes you happy. So it's very positive and you feel positive, you feel good. When you're, complaining and thinking about negative things and talking about negative emotion, it really brings you down. It's a low vibration state. And gratitude is a higher vibration state. You are healthier, you have less aches and pains, you just feel better all the way around.
It's almost like taking a happy pill in a crazy kind of way. And there's many different ways we can practice gratitude. I'm going to say straight out here, I am guilty for not doing it. And it was a year ago that I, out of nowhere, and this is the universe's way of saying that I needed to do this. I had journals show up all the time. People would send them to me. I didn't ask for them. And I had been saying to myself, I need to keep a gratitude journal. I've heard that you're supposed to do that every day, right? Maybe 4, 5 different things that you're grateful for. It's been a year. I haven't really dug deep into it, but I have no excuse because they can't. I mean, I'm a member of the board of the Girl Scouts, and I remember getting a journal out of nowhere. It just showed up. Somebody else gave me one. Here, I want to give you a journal. But it can be that easy as just waking up every day and writing a couple of things that you're grateful for, right?
Exactly. Just write a few sentences. If you don't like to write, spend 5 minutes thinking, what am I grateful for today? And start your day off in a positive state. It will affect the rest of your day. If you wake up in a kind of a bad mood and then you just think of, oh, I got to do this and that, you're going to have a bad day. And you've created it. So you have the power to create positivity in your life, and with gratitude being a wonderful tool to help you with that.
It goes back to what we've talked about before, and that's manifestation. And if you're thinking it negative, your start of your day, it invariably is going to go that way. Maybe your whole day won't be crummy, but I can almost guarantee the first half probably will be because you started off that way. And now it took time for you to realize, oh, things aren't that bad. Things aren't that bad. Okay. Next half of the day, maybe better, or the whole day may not be good because you started it. You asked for it.
You asked for it. So notice what happens when you're in that state and how things go for you. Just kind of stalk yourself and notice that, when I'm feeling this way, everything kind of goes wrong. It's not good. I don't feel good. And I want to just crawl into my bed and stay there the rest of the day. But when you have gratitude, the word gratitude comes from grace. When you have gratitude, you have grace, you have kindness, you have empathy, you have compassion for others and for yourself. So notice when you smile at people, do they smile back? A lot of times they do because they can feel that vibe from you.
Ironically, or not, because I don't think there are any coincidences, today is Random Acts of Kindness Day.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. I'm in too busy, ran to work, had to get stuff done. So I haven't done my random act, but I love doing it. Even if you're going through the drive-through and just say, can I get their bill behind me and just drive through? Or I won $10 in a scratch-off lottery ticket the other night. So I was going to buy some more tickets just for the heck of it. Buy a $3 lottery ticket and just hand it to somebody and say, hey, good luck, and walk away. Or at the very least, just smile at somebody or give somebody a genuine compliment. We don't do that. I try to figure out why. I search my soul to understand. I think it's we're afraid of the rejection in our mind that we might get rejected, or we're afraid to be perceived as creepy. Our society's like that. What's wrong with that guy over there? He just said that, he likes the way, my hair or my shirt looks or whatever.
That again is you going down the negative path. A
True.
lot of people like, they it makes them feel good when you say, hey, I like the way you did your hair today, or you look really pretty today, or whatever. They're not going to reject it. They're going to feel good about it. So you've
Mhm.
made someone else feel good, and then you feel good.
What's the worst that could happen? Somebody doesn't reply. All right. You know what? If they were having such a bad day that they didn't reply to a positive statement, compliments, whatever it is, I could pretty much guarantee that they internalized it. Maybe later they'll think about it. It's like, you know what? That was actually really nice. That person did that. Even just
Mhm.
hold the door for an extra 5 seconds if
Yeah,
somebody's, kind of struggling to get through or whatever. Why wouldn't you? Yeah, I look at it this way. You would want somebody to do that for you. Why wouldn't you?
absolutely. I feel good when someone actually opens the door for me, and then I'll open the door for someone else, and then it kind of, you're paying it forward, and you're causing this sort of ripple effect of kindness that just goes throughout your day.
And what is that? I think it's in a form of gratefulness as well. You're grateful for people being nice. When I pull out of a parking lot and there's a lot of traffic going by, more times than not, I'd say probably 95% of the time, somebody lets me go. I know this is going to sound cheesy, but I think it's because I'm throwing out a positive vibration and they're
Yeah.
picking up on it. And I will always make sure I make eye contact, wave to them, and thank them. Not just but because I appreciate it. It's so nice. Thank you.
They do appreciate it, and you probably made their day better, because if things weren't going as well for them, now they know, well, there is another kind person out there, and I'm not such a bad person. They were nice to me, and that's wonderful. Now they're going to be nice to someone else, and
Yeah.
they're going to pass it along, and that's how you create a nice positive world.
It's really what it comes down to. And it's even, we'll go back to research and everybody Google it, but it's been found that when you do things for other people, it does something chemically, psychologically to you. It elevates you in many ways. That's why they say, hey, you're having life is tough right now. Volunteer. Take
Yeah.
take the time to help others. You will be helping yourself at the same time, and of course, helping others.
Yeah, do something nice. It will make you feel good. Positive emotions make you feel good. Thinking about gratitude and being grateful makes you more grateful. It just compounds itself. They've actually found on functional MRIs that when people are doing positive things, that their MRIs do improve, that they can see the change in the brain. So things are happening in your brain and chemically as well.
How about some of the other ways that we can do gratitude? How do we show gratitude?
Well, you can show gratitude by the things that we talked about, but you could also say something to yourself. You don't always have to say it to the other person, just feel
Hmm.
the feeling of gratitude. Yeah, you can write a letter to someone, send them a thank you note. You can send it or you don't have to send it. The effect will still be there.
Hmm.
Sometimes people don't send these letters because they feel, oh, they might think, like you said, that it's a little creepy, a little weird, or whatever. But actually, people love it because now they know that someone's thinking about them in a positive fashion and noticing things about them that they thought maybe nobody ever noticed, you know? So it encourages them to also be grateful as well.
And to handwrite it. When was the last time you got a handwritten note?
Oh God.
Like hardly ever. And it's funny, I did get a thank you card. Uh, this is a while ago, and I was going to send a email as a reply to thank them for that. I'm like, why am I doing that? Why don't I just send a card? They took the time. Why am I not doing that? Makes a difference.
Exactly. It's an old, it seems like it's an old art, you know, sending letters, but it's wonderful and people love to get these handwritten notes. It
Yeah.
really lifts their spirits and then they usually hold on to them.
I don't want to sound old here, but when you look back, we have it's a mental health crisis going on right now. If you Google it, you'll see it. It's happening predominantly, especially for teenage girls. But if you were to go back, say 15, 20 years, you probably wouldn't see that. And what was different? We were taking the time to send a card. We were taking the time to potentially be a little more grateful, a little more social, a little more friendly. We're doing all of that stuff. Oh, dare we say go back 25 years? Probably a game changer if you looked at then and now in terms of our mental state. So that's just my view of it. What are your thoughts?
No, I think you're right. You know, you have social media and there's a potential for bullying on social media or people saying things that are not nice or sending texts that are, you know, that people misinterpret. We have forgotten how to connect directly, to be more social creatures. Yes, we are social creatures. That is our makeup. And to reach out to someone, either call them on the phone, speak with them directly, anything like that, so that they don't misunderstand what you're saying to them. And it's a better way to do it anyway, because then
Mm.
you've got that connection. And through that connection, yes, you are sending those good vibes, the vibrations, because we're also vibrational creatures.
Yep. Oh, that's what we try to tell everybody when we talk, that it's all about energy. We're sending out vibrations. People pick up on your vibrations. And it's funny, I was texting with somebody last night and it was going in the wrong direction.
Mm.
There was miscommunication right away. Pick up the phone right away. I like stop right here. Stop. And it was just a minute miscommunication, not a major one, but I didn't even want to going even one notch in the misinterpreted direction because it just wasn't right. And that's, a text. Even the guy who invented texting said that this is for quick communication. It's not for long dissertations, it's quick communication. And I think we lost that, because yes, it's convenient. Yes, sometimes it takes longer to talk on the phone. I wish we could just make, phone etiquette. Yeah, yeah. Let's keep the conversation short, but have the conversation. And then maybe more people would pick up the phone.
Exactly. I know I sent a text once to someone, um, and I was very, you know, just very much to the point. And he said, I don't like your tone. And I said, how can you read tone in a text? And then he laughed, you know, ha ha on the text. It's like, why don't you pick up the phone and let's talk so that
Hmm.
we don't have this miscommunication? Because it's going to lead us down a bad road.
Yeah. Yeah. It usually does. How about other ways to show your gratitude? Any other thoughts that we could be practicing?
Count your blessings.
Hmm.
Count your blessings. Think about all the good things that you have in your life, everything. You know, the fact that it could be, oh, I have a beautiful house, I have a wonderful partner, I have these great pets, whatever. I'm always taken care of, whatever it could be. Have gratitude for your life. It's so important. Other things you can do are to meditate or do a mindfulness exercise, because when you're doing mindfulness exercises, you're in the present moment and you're not judging anything. That's the definition of that. Just don't judge anything. Just notice everything that is happening, everything that you're seeing. Be present. And then you can also do prayer. A lot of people do prayer, or they do mantras, or they use prayer beads or what have you. These are all going to put you in a positive mood.
And they're so simple. Even when you talk about being grateful, you could keep your gratitude journal first thing in the morning. What do a lot of us do? You have a cup of coffee. Be grateful for that cup of coffee.
Yeah,
And think of the way it makes you feel.
yeah,
It's often said too, if you're going to keep that journal, to go into all your senses.
exactly.
I'm grateful for this cup of coffee that smells so good, is warm, flavorful, wakes me up first thing in the morning. Thank you, coffee. All right, on to the next thing you're grateful for. It's so minor, but it means so much internally.
Yes, take your time, slow down, and notice things, and notice your senses. If that coffee tastes great, just say to yourself, "Wow, that is an incredible cup of coffee. That is
Mm,
tastes great. It smells great, and it's waking me up, and it's going to be a great day." Just go down that positive path. If you start to go down the negative path, that's what will follow you
yeah.
throughout the day. You've got to shift it around and create your day because you create your own reality.
Well, it's often a cliche, but we are creatures of habit. Yes, we're social creatures, but creatures of habit. So habitually, we take things for granted because it just happens on a regular basis. You take for granted that you woke up today. You take for granted that your dog gave you a little kiss. You take for granted that cup of coffee. Don't take them for granted. Like I walked out this morning to walk my dog. It was like 6:20 a.m. I'm half asleep and I realized, whoa, it's actually kind of warm out. I'm grateful for that. Look at the sun coming up. How nice is that? For the first time here in the Northeast, uh, over the winter, I saw a bird fly by. I'm like, what the heck was that? That's a bird. Oh, how cool is that? And just take that. What was it? I'm not even talking more than 3 minutes, but it was like, yeah, all right, I'm having a moment. That was a good moment.
Right. Watch the sun come up. It's a beautiful thing to see the different colors in the sky. And then the birds wake up and they start singing to you. It's like a symphony. Notice all the beauty that there is in the world. It's a beautiful planet with all this beautiful nature. Take time to notice it.
We don't because we take it for granted.
We take it for granted that
Yeah.
we're healthy. We have all this beauty before us. You can find beauty in anything and look for it.
And look for it. That's it. We're all so busy moving so fast that, and we might even also look at it and say, well, all right, so how's that going to, so it's a nice day. Okay. Why is that going to make a difference in my life? Well, it is. If you think of it and you focus on it and you're grateful for it, it is going to make a difference. That's why we're talking about it because
Yeah.
it's been proven. It's not just us saying it.
No, it's been proven and it does affect your health. It does make you healthier. You feel better. If you have little aches and pains, they're not as much. And guess what? The practice, because it is a practice, the practice of gratitude is far reaching. It snowballs on itself. And you will notice that you're going to feel better
Without a
over
doubt.
time. Over time, it's just going to increase and you're going to feel better about your life, yourself, your family, your people. If you have someone around, just notice something nice to say to them. Hey, I like the way you look today, or you look whatever. I like your dress, or
Sure.
notice
I
something nice.
I have a connection and she calls herself a gratitude warrior. And I just love the way that sounds because that's what she is. She is grateful for everything and she regularly, I mean, hardcore practices gratitude. And it has completely shifted her life in a very, very, very positive way. I have another friend who does the same exact thing. And he posts stuff all the time. He takes the time to make videos. He is inspirational. He just wants to share his positivity. Why? Well, 6 years ago, he got diagnosed with a heart defect. They told him, "You're this is your routine office visit. You go to the hospital right now. You're out of here. Bye bye. Go." And he had major heart surgery. And with that, with the anesthesia tubes and all, it messed up his vocal cords temporarily. He basically couldn't talk for 6 months. And he's grateful for where he is today, and he's doing fantastic. But sometimes it takes I call it the rock in the pond to wake you up, and the ripples flow out
Yeah,
there.
exactly. So now he's grateful that he's gotten better. And I can tell you, he probably used a lot of positive emotions and thoughts to get him there.
He's always been one of those more positive people that you will meet. But if his positivity was here prior to that, it's like up here now. And same thing with the gratitude level as well.
It
And
works.
And the
It
important,
works.
what you thought was important isn't really important anymore. Where you're thinking, I got to make more money. I wish I had this. I wish I was doing that. Well, that's just not important. It's being happy and being alive and thriving and just having a feeling of well-being within yourself.
Exactly. And it is about well-being and having that self-esteem because gratitude gives you that. It gives you all of these good things.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's where you want to be. Let's see. Einstein said there are two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle, and the other is as if everything is a miracle, because everything is. Every day is a gift.
When you think of those things in terms of everything as a miracle, I mean, really think about it, process it. You really see it. All of it. Even this Zoom video is a miracle. The fact that we can express ideas and thoughts is a miracle. Our bodies are miracles. And the more and more I read about it, the fact that we can heal ourselves just using this, you really can. If you have the right mindset, things will start to disappear. Your issues will start to go away, but you have to practice it on a regular basis, and it has to become a habit.
It's best if it becomes a habit because you will create the very best in your life. What do you think the placebo effect is? The
Yeah.
placebo effect, people believe that they're getting what they should be getting and that they're going to heal.
Yeah.
And then they do.
And isn't it interesting? You said Einstein. Wasn't he the one that really fortified the fact that we're all energy? Energy is everything.
Yes. Yeah. And Einstein, he said many incredible things like uh, knowledge, that wisdom is greater than knowledge. Because with wisdom, you have experience. You've experienced this knowledge. So,
Mm. Yep. It's well, I call it being street smart. Go to school
exactly.
all you want, but if you don't live a life, that doesn't mean anything. Great, you can remember stuff in a book. That doesn't mean you live that life. Any final thoughts on gratitude? Things that we can do to practice that at a more regular basis?
Start every morning with some gratitude. Maybe get a gratitude journal. Just always remind yourself, what am I grateful for right now? When you're going down that negative path, pull yourself back. Take time, do a mindfulness exercise, or before going to bed at night,
Hmm.
just go over all the things that went well and how you can create that again every day of your life. And then be grateful for your life because nothing is promised. Every day is a gift and treat it as such. It's up to
I
you.
I recently, we talk about research. This study just came out, and they said you will sleep much better if you think about something positive. I don't know if I shared this with you. If you think about something positive that makes you feel good, whatever it is, but you have to realize in your mind when you think about it that you're there, you're experiencing it at that time. It's there. And then you will go to sleep and you'll have a more restful sleep.
Yeah, gratitude does improve your sleep.
Yeah. You can help a lot of people down this road, even changing their mindset through many different modalities, hypnotherapy. What are some of the other ones that you can help with?
Well, I do timeline therapy, the neuro linguistic programming, we do nutritional consultations, everything. It's a holistic approach. Look at everything.
I just recently started getting a little deeper into EFT tapping. Are you familiar with that?
Yes, I am familiar with that. Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Is
also very good. Yeah.
is that something you practice too?
I am not trained in that, but I've taken some courses, so it is good. It does bring you back to the present moment when you are tapping.
Yeah.
And so all these, there are so many modalities out there that don't require pharmaceuticals or or other procedures, that you can do simply yourself. But changing your mindset to a positive mindset, that's really up to you. And that's what I can help people with. I can help them to notice, what's prominent in their life. Are they using a lot of negative words? And then we need to do the negative emotions, and we can use timeline therapy for that.
Yeah, I did that and it worked really well with Cecilia. Just saying. The website is myquantumheal.com. Go there, start the conversation, free consultation, right?
Brief 20-minute consultation.
Yeah. And let Cecilia know what you're thinking, what your goals are, where you're at in life right now, and find a way to heal. But at the very least, just be grateful. Random acts of kindness. Do one today. Imagine if we all did. Wow, what a world.
Yes.
Cecilia, always great talking with you, and I'm grateful for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm grateful for you as well. Thank you so much. It's
All
been
right. Well,
wonderful.
Broadcasting from the business capital of the world, this is the Podcast Business News Network.